Shalom, call all Yahweh Shem Shah. I just paused this video on this because I don't want to get no strike by letting it play or whatever while I'm making my video. Because YouTube be cracking down on certain videos. But in the beginning of this video, if any of you other Akim, you get a chance to watch this, look at it, and it talk about the Mayans building them pyramids now. And it says one key thing that stood out to me when I was watching it. It said they read the stars and stuff like that. Now you go to the book of First Chronicles, chapter 12 and verse 32. It gives a description of who else read the stars, and it's over in Mexico. So I'm gonna read this real quick. It's in First Chronicles chapter 12 verse 32. It says, "And of the children of Issachar, who were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were under their command." And that was Issachar's gift when they built them pyramids like that. And not only that, because you got to think, if you had the I want to say not the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom, when Judah and Israel had that split for a minute, then you had Ephraim and Manasseh. Ultimately Ephraim was over there in Egypt. A lot of our people, they helped build them pyramids, and it mentions that. Matter of fact, let me go to it real quick. So that just goes to show we the same people. It's not no black thing. It's not no all black thing, because the scriptures clearly say Israel was scattered amongst all nations. Now I'm gonna go to this other scripture real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the other point I want to make in this video. Because, hey, man, the jig is up on Esau. That's why they doing all this bullshit with the media and doing all type of different stuff. No. Let me go back real quick. It's in the book of Exodus, chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, "Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out of any war, they join also into our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land." And you read into the next verse. This is the main point I want to make, because people always be wondering, you have these shows like on the History Channel, because I just happened to watch this. It just popped up on my feed, and I was like, man, let me see this, because you got these Edomites with this doomsday shit, talking about 10 ways the world will end, because once these Edomites, these Amalekites, the upper class rulers of society, run the banks and all that shit, and the oil, once they fall, they don't want nobody else to rise, so they want to be in power forever. But if they can't be in power, then the earth got to disappear. That's basically their mindset. But and it's back in the scripture right here in the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses." And that's what happened, man. It's clearly in the scriptures. Ain't no ancient aliens build no damn pyramids. That was our people building the pyramids. They always be like, you had the one guy, I forgot his name. He always be talking with that little accent. The ancient gods. His ass, hey man, he supposed to be a scholar. This scripture right here clearly says who built them cities of the pharaohs of Pithom and Ramses, with no damn aliens. And if you want to get deep and look into how they actually did it, it's because they was beating on them drums. And they used the vibration and the sound waves to lift heavy boulders. That's how they lifted up all them big boulders like that. There wasn't no extra immaculate like type technology like they try to pinpoint. Because if you think about it, if you go put something by your car or whatever, because people do it all the time. You go on YouTube and you see these little videos. You have people with the loud stereo systems, and they'll set something on the trunk or set something out of the car. And if you turn that system up loud enough, whatever it is that's around it, it's gonna move it. But that's another topic. I ain't gonna really get into that. But the main thing I want to get into is this doomsday shit. Now, in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10, it says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Hey, and these Edomites, they being made bare. Because you got people posting stuff online, like I just seen this other clip. These Iranians, they was like, they don't want to do nothing to the American people. Which they don't really give a fuck anyway. How about Shinyam Shah gonna put the spirit on them to do what they do, even though they might not want to do something. The scriptures clearly say, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Mentioned in the book of Proverbs. So, whatever they do, they might go to sleep. But yeah, let me go to the scripture real quick. You want to say it's in the book of Psalms, if I ain't mistaken. Hold on 1 minute, let me find this. Just in the book of Job. The book of Job, chapter 33, verse 15, it says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man, and slumberings upon his bed. So you might be thinking you're gonna do some shit tomorrow, and then you wake up tomorrow and do exactly the opposite. And that's the reason why right here. It says, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. And just so happen, sometimes Yahweh Hashem Shah let certain men see these visions and dreams before they even happen, and you actually get to see them play out or whatever. But it's already sealed in your mind what you're gonna do. So even though these little rulers and kings might be like, oh, we don't want to do nothing to the American people, whatever. Hey, when they press them buttons and they start going AWOL and actually do what they do, hey, they instructions are already sealed, man. They ain't gonna turn away from it. In verse 17, let me go into this. It says that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Because you always have people, oh, we got free will or whatever. Yeah, hey, you think you do. Just like me doing this. I was actually about to go do something else before I even made this lesson, but now here I am making this. So that's definitely a clear indication of exactly how this stuff go down. But now back to this doomsday thing, because they talking about an asteroid or whatever hitting the Earth. Let me go back to this. No, ain't no damn asteroid hitting the Earth. There's asteroids flying around all the time. They fly right past the Earth. If they was gonna hit it, they would have been hit it. Now once these nukes go off, that's what's gonna really shake the Earth. There ain't gonna be no asteroid. So once these missiles drop in all these different locations, that's gonna shake the Earth up. And it's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 20. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall, and not rise again. And that's what's gonna happen. Because once all that stuff pop off and take place, everything gonna shake. Everything gonna move out of this place. Let me see, there's another scripture I was looking for. It popped up on here. Okay, yeah, this is the other scripture I was looking for. See, this why Esau wanted the whole earth to be done away. It's in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 21. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in that day, that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth that are upon the earth." Because you got the people that go fly up out of space, which they've been doing a lot of that recently. Been going up out of space, sending rockets up there, SpaceX, the Space Force, all this different shit. Um, the ISS or whatever it's called, the little International Space Station. They up on there. So it said the hosts of the high ones that are on high. And when you read in another translation, it also says the hosts of heaven above and the kings of the earth below. Because you're going to have people going in them bunkers and all this different stuff. This was going to happen to them. Today, hey, everybody not going to die when all this stuff go down. So it's going to be some people that's still living. It's in the book of Isaiah chapter 24, verse 22. Well, see, you let Esau tell it, everybody going to die. The whole earth going to perish and ain't going to be nothing but birds and shit left. Let them tell it. But, what's going to happen to the Maliks? They'll be hiding out in them bunkers. This is the day that the elect pray that they get to see, get to be a part of. Because once the elect get beamed up, we got to come back down, like mentioned in the book of Revelation. And they talk about seeing New Jerusalem coming down as a bride, adorned for her husband. That's what this talking about. Now it says in the book of Isaiah chapter 24, verse 22, it says, "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit, and shall be shut up in a prison. And after many days shall they be visited." So you Amalekites, you fucking Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you DuPonts, you Gettysburgs, you Oppenheimers, all these different little families. Best believe, how about Hashem shall putting the spirit on man to study y'all, because we basically know where they at now anyway. We're just waiting on Yahweh Hashem shall to do what he do, and certain men, when it's that time, they're gonna be a part of that number. That's why I said in the other video, you hear that song when they say, oh, when the saints go marching in, or how I like to build that number, or when the saints go marching in, and the saints go marching in, they grabbing you fucking Edomites up. Y'all hiding out in the water, in your little underwater cities, in your little space hotels and all that shit. Hey man, they gonna hide for a little minute. The look on their face, man. Apparatus I get to see that look on their fucking face when that day come. Now, I'm gonna go into this other scripture right here, and I don't want to make this too long. I just want to go into this topic because I seen this. It's in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1. Let me see. Yeah, this is right here, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, "One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever." Hey, ain't no damn asteroid finna destroy the whole earth, man. Like the scripture say, what if some didn't believe? Because you have people, they don't believe in this book. They still think, oh, it's the white man book and all this other stuff. Hey, what if some didn't believe? Hold on, let me go back. It's the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 3. It says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?" So just because people don't believe and they want to be atheists and want to be Buddhists and all type of other little bullshit, they gonna believe when this stuff start popping off even more. You know, I'm just end this off with this scripture right here. And this was gonna happen, you Akim, man. Apparatus out, man. Some of you Akim that I know these scriptures is inside out, front and back, speaking the Hebrew tongue and the Greek and the Latin, whatever it may be, man. Hey, hopefully we be a part of that number. Because That's the best gift right there on this earth. And part of the gift is actually understanding what's to come. So the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 1, it says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth will pass away, and there was no more sea." And the reason why it's gonna be no more sea, because like I read in the other scriptures, it says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. If the earth moving back and forth and shaking, the water and everything gonna move in different locations. It happens when earthquakes take place, sinkholes open up, and all that different stuff. And this last verse right here, I'm gonna go end this off with this. And it says, "I John," if you want to know John's name in Hebrew is Yachanan. It says, "Saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." And that's how glorious the elect gonna be looking, man. To come around you fucking Edomites up, you fucking Rothschilds and you Rockefellers and shit to be hiding out, thinking shit sweet, think y'all got away, y'all escape. No, y'all ain't gonna escape. The scope on y'all, man. So, Lord's willing, this is edifying. Call all your how about Shin Shalom to the elect. Stay alert, man. Stay paying attention to the news.